Is not in your printed catalog. Here's a 2022 Chevy Corvette Stingray convertible IMSA GTLM Championship Edition. This is from the Chevy collection. It has only had 47 actual miles.
Why do people sell or trade their C8 Corvettes so quickly? Something that makes us feel like many people are greedy. What's going on? Hey, hello, how are you? Welcome to Road Odyssey. I really hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Now, I am Burke, and please subscribe down below. I would really appreciate that very much. So, I got up this morning. I haven't shaven or anything, so just kind of goofing around. It's a Sunday, so just kind of relaxing. And so I'm out there playing on Facebook, just knocking around, saying hello to people, and, you know, our typical Facebook kind of junk. Came across from one of the C8 Corvette groups a comment from a man or a person, Albert Sloss, and he had made this post of which he asked the question, what's the most common reason why people trade in their C8 Vettes or want to sell them? And I thought, well, you know what? I made a video a while back on who are the people that buy them. So who are the people that sell them? Like they'll buy a Corvette and immediately flip it or trade it, whatever. Or they'll buy it, drive it for a while, and then make a decision to unload the car. So what are these reasons? Who are these people? What's going on? That is the question. And so I looked further on Facebook, the Corvette forums, and I asked several of my friends and people that I know what their opinion was on this topic. And so I would like to share this with you. And so here we go. Albert Sloss posted this question on one of the C8 Corvette Facebook groups. What's the most common reason why people trade in their C8 Corvettes or want to sell them? And this is almost a reference to why are people flipping the cars? Well, there's a lot of reasons. When I looked out at the answers to this post and to other things that I could find on Facebook, I've got this long list of reasons. Now, the ones up top, pretty obvious, I guess you'd say good reasons. And then the A through K's are kind of the bad reasons, just stupid stuff or unaware. People just being totally unaware about the car, getting caught up in thinking it's what they want when it's just not. So let's start looking at these. The first and foremost answer from virtually everybody is, well, it's greed. They're flipping the car. They're just wanting to find a mechanism or a way of making money and profiteering off the current demand of this car. I found many of the same answers when I went out to the Corvette forum. There were two completely separate posts out there on Corvette forum discussing the same thing. But the bottom line is, nobody really called it greed. People just said, you know, this is an opportunity to buy something, resell it, and make a profit, which is, you know, kind of smart. If you have money to invest in the stock market, you do that in order to profit off of other people. It's a way of making money and securing your financial future. So selling the C8 Corvette, flipping it for a profit is really pretty much the same attitude. Yes, it looks really greedy. It has a bad flavor to it for our society and our social values. But the bottom line is, it's normal. At the spur of the moment, I decided to ask a couple of the guys at a local cruise-in what some of their opinions were on this. And they, first off, totally agreed right off the bat, it's greed or the desire to make money, profit off of the situation. So one gentleman said, hey, he works at a dealership. He would see people come in. They would buy a car. And this is in North Dallas, over by Lemon Avenue. And he said they would buy this car, go about 2 or 3 blocks down the road, and just resell the car and make thousands of extra dollars off of the new car. So, but they were both in agreement. This is nothing more than just people wanting to make money. That's one of the main reasons. But what was your answer again relative to the dealership? You've seen people actually go into the dealership and go down the road?
Yes, you can go right down Lemon Avenue where I work at, buy a car, and then sell it for another 20% higher to somebody else.
Yeah. I think the second most popular answer, from just glancing through all the answers I could find everywhere on the internet, was that a lot of people were unloading their C8 Stingray so that they could make room or financial room for the upcoming Z06. So that to me is a very good answer. Now, this is an important point, that a lot of people preferred the C7 Z06, and this is truly very understandable. The C8 Stingray is a base model car. Now, if you compare the C8 Stingray to other Corvette base models, it is far superior. Now, in basic design as a rear mid-engine, it is still a superior design to all the prior versions of Corvettes, yet it is still not a better performer. So the C7 Z06, maybe the Grand Sport, the ZR1, these better performing C7 Corvettes are better performers than the C8 Stingray. So that is a very valid point. Now, me personally, I still prefer the feel of the C8 over any C7, but that is me, and I really don't know. I know Randy Popes, the race car driver, he still prefers the C8 Corvette himself. A lot of people do, but there are others who are people that track and really drive these cars, and they still prefer the C7, Z06, Grand Sport, ZR1. That is what they like, and that is a very, very, very valid answer.
This Corvette C8 to me is a giant leap forward for the nameplate.
Exactly, and it's just the starting point. I mean, this is the very first one, and they're going to get better and better and better, and it's going to be really fun to watch that progress.
Quickly, another good answer is, well, people are unloading the C8s in order to make room for just getting a newer year model of the C8. So, I don't know, it's an okay answer, but I don't really do this sort of stuff, but a lot of people evidently do. So again, the good answers are basically just to make money off of it, or to get the C8 Z06, or they prefer the C7 Z06 or a better performing C7 generation, or just to buy a new C8. Now, I've glommed into this people who decided it was just not for them. There are scads of reasons why somebody will buy a car, get into it for a while, and then go, you know what, this just really isn't something that fits my personality or my needs, whatever the case may be. And so, that's not a great answer, because that just kind of signifies they're not maybe a totally smart shopper, but it's kind of on the edge to me, so that is okay.
On the road, Then you start driving it and you're like, this isn't really what I thought it was going to be.
That's for sure. Now, these other reasons, to me, just really don't fit the bill. Other than, like I said, decided it was not for me. You know, the car did not hit the expectations that you may have had. But tired of the attention? Yeah, I don't think these cars get that much attention. Not like Ferraris and Lamborghinis. And anyway, couldn't afford it. That's just bad planning. Live in a bad area. Again, bad planning. Health issues. That sort of stuff does crop up. But when you know you already have neck, back, knee, whatever problems, any low car is probably not going to be good for you. Here's my Corvette. And yes, I really like my Corvette. My wife always asks me after going to a car show, hey, what's your favorite car? My answer is always mine, regardless of whether it was in the show or not. I just really like the C8 Corvette. I've gone on lots of cruises with other Corvette people, non-Corvette people like Porsches, BMWs. Go to lots of cruise-ins. And like I said, go to some car shows. Been to a veteran home to show it to older veterans and people like that. Go out to dinner with it. You know, we do a lot of different things with this car. And yeah, I mean, for me, it's a really wide car. Have a hard time getting it in the garage. But you know what? It fits. It does fine. And it fits for what I want. In summary, the bad answers are, in my opinion, bad reasoning. They are just things that, you know, be an informed shopper. Think about it. Think about your life and what's going on in your life and your dynamics. Plan ahead. So I don't have a lot of empathy for these bad answers. Now, on the other hand, I more appreciate these, what I call good answers. You're going to make money off the car, or you're going to get the C8 Z06, or after getting the C8, you've decided it doesn't have the performance that you need because you track or you're a very active driver, so you want the C7 Z06. No big deal. Or if you want the newer C8, that is cool. Perfectly great reasons. Also, you got the C8, you decided it was not quite right for you, very understandable. So these reasons I can appreciate a little bit better in a very generalized point of view. Well, that was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you kind of get the gist of my point for this. And it was just all in good fun, you know, so what the heck. It's just curiosity. So anyway, like I said, hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe down below if you like this kind of stuff or anything else that I've done. Just kind of look through all of my past history of videos. I've got a slew of C8 content, all kinds of different stuff, parks, museums, and things like that. So anyway, please subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And like I said before, I stole this idea from Albert off of Facebook. So thank you, Albert. I appreciate it. You know, this is something that myself and many of my friends have talked about in the past, and not just for C8 Corvettes, but for all kinds of cars. You know, collectible cars or brand new, you know, just released cars, whatever. I mean, you know, it's just a common curiosity for all of us. And so, hope you enjoyed it. And with that, relax. Take it easy, and I will see you later. Bye.